She introduced me as the sponsor at her birthday dinner, then slid me the bill for a table I didn't order. I didn't argue, just paid for my meal and left. 48 hours later, the restaurant manager called about a card dispute with her name on it. I have always believed that you can tell a lot about a person by how they treat those they think they do not need. For 3 years, I dated a woman who made me feel like a king when cameras were rolling and a servant when they were not. My name is Marcus. I am 48 and I own a chain of auto repair shops. It is not glamorous, but it paid for the lifestyle Jessica convinced me we deserved. Jessica is 31, a former pageant queen turned lifestyle influencer. When we met, she had 50,000 followers. By year 2, she had 600,000. I thought I was supporting her dreams. I did not realize I was funding her performance. Her 31st birthday, she wanted Valentino, the private dining room where they do not print prices on the menu. She invited 8 influencer friends who needed to see her living her best life. I called ahead. The manager, Diane, knew me. My company services their parking garage. The bill would run $250 per person minimum. I knew what I was signing up for. The night of, I arrived wearing the Tom Ford suit she had picked out. She kissed my cheek for the camera, tagged me in her story, then turned back to her friends. I became furniture. An hour in, someone new arrived. A girl named Tiffany, trying to break into the scene. She looked at me, then at Jessica. So Jess, how did you two meet? The table went quiet. Jessica laughed, that practiced influencer laugh. She gestured toward me with her champagne glass. Oh, this is Marcus. He is my sponsor. He makes nights like this possible. The table exploded with laughter. My sponsor, not my partner, not the man I love, my sponsor. I looked at her, waiting for the just kidding. It never came. She sipped her champagne and let them laugh. Something inside me went completely still. When the server brought the bill, Jessica slid it across the table to me without looking. You are the best, babe. The total was $2,347. I nodded, excused myself to the restroom, and walked straight to Diane instead. I need to settle my portion now. I am leaving. Her smile faltered. Your portion? I pulled out my personal card. Just my meal and drinks. The rest is on Miss Harlow. She understood immediately. My ribeye and 2 old fashions came to $110. I wrote in a $300 tip for your team. I am sorry for any awkwardness. I walked out. My phone blew up too. 0 minutes later. I turned it off. Sunday, I did an audit. Bank statements, credit cards, shared accounts. She had spent $11,000 in 3 months on my business card. Designer clothes, salon treatments, a PR firm. I found her pitch deck titled Partnership Opportunities. One slide read Primary Investor, Private Relationship Capital. I was Relationship Capital. I packed everything she owned and called the phone company, car insurance, credit card company. I surgically removed her from my life. She showed up Monday. I opened the door with the chain on. We need to talk. Are we talking as partners or as a sponsor and his investment? Her face went white. Your things are in the garage. You have 48 hours. Our sponsorship agreement is terminated. Tuesday morning, Diane called. Jessica filed a chargeback claiming the dinner was fraudulent. Over $2,200. I smiled. Send me a copy of the chargeback form she signed. She had just committed fraud and handed me the evidence. My attorney drafted a demand letter. Sign a promissory note for $13,500 covering everything, or I turn the fraud documentation over to the DA. She signed it sobbing. Her followers noticed she had not posted. When she finally did, it was from her childhood bedroom. The aesthetic was gone. Her brand deals evaporated. Without my money, she had nothing to sell. She got a call center job. $150 monthly payments for 7 years. I started dating Angela. She owns a food truck. First dinner, she paid her half before I could reach for my wallet. Last week, I took her to Valentino. Diane sent champagne. We split the bill down the middle because we wanted to. Leaving, I saw Vanessa from Jessica's dinner at the bar, alone and tired. Our eyes met. Shame crossed her face. She looked away. I felt nothing, just a ghost from someone else's story. I took Angela's hand and walked into the night. I was no longer a sponsor. I was just a man who finally understood that the best investment is the one you make in yourself.